What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king. Welcome you back to more Let's Play Forza Horizon 3. We still have a championship to finish, so let's start this episode by doing that. I believe there's only 2 more races left, and then we are done. So, we're back on Horizon Pulse for the radio station this time, and I think we'll stick with that for maybe a couple more episodes before we end up switching off. But, yeah, it's back at it. I think this is going to be a pretty simple set of races. I'm really not too concerned. I just got to kind of weave my way through here. Look at that. I don't freaking need to slow down. I love the British bus van here. Like, wow, that is so garish, but I kind of... Actually, there's a lot of... Wait, hold on a second. Okay, who are all these drivatars? Because these are very different from the ones I was experiencing before. I think it's... Because I haven't recorded an episode of this in a couple of months. I wonder if, like, the game just completely reset who and where and what region it was pulling drivatars from. It's a very good possibility, actually. This is what happens when you take long extended breaks. But when I'm working on so many freaking projects at once and trying to record so many games at once, that just happens sometimes. But I'm gonna try to keep things going here with this game for a little while. I mean, obviously to you guys, it's no skin off your back at all because nothing's really changed. It's not like I missed any episodes and whatnot. And obviously we still have a long ways to go with this playthrough. Now, after this championship's done, we're going to go expand the festival site once again. We should get pretty darn close to unlocking our next showcase if we don't actually have it already. That was a terrible turn. I should be ashamed for that. But it's okay because we're literally only 2/5 of the way done with the race. We got plenty of time to make up more ground. Not to mention we already have that huge cushion going into this race, so I'm not too concerned. But I am done with the Outback area for a while. Definitely. We need to start getting into some faster cars here soon. And man, as soon as I can get that Centenario, I want it so bad. I know I talk about it in almost every freaking episode, but that is like the ultimate goal right now when it comes to all the credits that I'm earning. But I'm trying not to spend hardly anything until I get to it. I'll obviously see what vehicle is available to us once we go expand the next festival site. Oh, come on. I thought we were going to get more air than that. I know this thing isn't really fast. There! That's a little bit better of a jump. Perfect. We got a really comfortable lead right now. Not going to complain about that at all. So, been thinking about it because I've talked many times at length, especially with this game and obviously Forza Horizon 2, how these sorts of racing games tend to be my favorite. Midnight Club 3, obviously, was my biggest Let's Play on the channel biggest racing Let's Play on the channel before I did Horizon 2 and 3. And I've had people ask me, okay, why don't you ever do Midnight Club 1, 2, or LA, blah, 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 the other Forza Horizon games, etc., Need for Speed, all these. Burnout Paradise is one I've been asked about a few times, too. And that game I actually am interested in. My problem with that one is I've just straight up never played it. So I'd have to actually get some experience with that one. I don't doubt that it's a good game. I just have to actually get around and spend some time on it. But I've been thinking about it, and, you know, I've been really afraid to do Let's Plays of track racers in particular and driving sims. Not because they aren't good, but just because in terms of video content, they can get pretty monotonous. But I don't know. I guess what I'm asking is would anybody be interested in seeing maybe like a Forza Motorsport playthrough or Gran Turismo? I think just on sheer principle, I would not want to touch any of the latest Forza Motorsports or Gran Turismos, mainly due to their monetization structure. That's why I'm not touching any Forza Horizon games past this one, because I think that they're a little bit scummy in that regard. Forza Motorsport 7 really was kind of the tipping point, and then the latest Gran Turismo, the one for PS5, is also one that I just kind of don't want to get anywhere near. So let's set our last, although they're actually, I'm going to go hit this, well, I guess I can hit it on the way. Let's set, not that one. There we go. Set that, but I'm going to go hit this fast travel board up this way before we get on over there. But anyway, yeah, Forza Motorsport 7 I won't touch. The latest Gran Turismo probably won't touch that either, just because, again, those monetization structures are just, they're ewy. I'm not a fan of it. So I've been thinking, it's like, where do I start with that? Do I go like really far back? Do I go to like Gran Turismo 3 or 4 or Forza Motorsport 4 or something like that? Like, do we go to the PS2 Do we go to the Xbox, or do I go something on the 360 or PS3? I don't know. I've always considered maybe doing maybe not a full Let's Play of those. Am I even able to make this? I hope I can. I might not be able to make that. Oh wait, no, never mind. I thought there was a gap there. I did not see that glass platform on the top. Well, that's hilarious. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. It's just been something I've been thinking about for a while, that maybe I should touch one of those games, but who knows? We'll see. For now, right now, my only focus when it comes to racing games is the open world kind, or not even the open world kind, but the more arcadey car racers. Those tend to be my favorite. But being open world helps. I think it lends to car racing games a lot better than it does things like action adventure games and stuff like that. Those tend to be a little bit tougher to make interesting in an open world setting than a racing game, which I think honestly, with a racing game, just due to the sheer principle of it, the fact that you're trying to go fast, it just lends to, okay, I don't want to go through that drift zone, so I'm just going to go immediately off track. I just think it adds to the freedom of the whole experience, and that's kind of all you want out of a racing game. Okay, do we have, hold on a second, is this the last? No, that's a different championship. Okay, so this is going to be, I believe, the last race. So let's get it done, and then we can call it. All right. Cooper Petty Trail. I swear we've been on these. I swear I've seen Cooper Petty Trail like 1,000 times in this Let's Play already. We've just spent so much time on these courses. We got to get out of the Outback, man. We've been here for way too long. Way too long. And we've got such a cushion at this point that unless I get like last or second to last, I'm winning this championship. So even then, even if I get dead last, there's a possibility I still win this entire thing, just because, you know, I mean, unless second place takes first. That's pretty much my advantage at this point. But am I worried about doing that poorly? Absolutely not. In fact, because I want the credits for it, I am still, as always, shooting for first. So let's do it. All right, Elman. Yeah, these are all completely new. Like, do not recognize these Drivatar names at all. This is kind of hilarious. I wonder if the difficulty reset, though. I'll have to probably check that. I don't think it did. Because I don't know why it would. It's not like a known glitch or anything. But, you know, you never know. Especially, okay, that's probably my other complaint when it comes to a game like this. Like, don't get me wrong. I love Forza Horizon 3. I absolutely do. But Forza Horizon, much like any other quote-unquote live service game, these games tend to have a problem with their end-of-life support, in so much that not only do they just lose support, they lose technical support entirely, because, you know, obviously they're focused on the next game in the series. And sometimes with Forza Horizon, like I noticed it with Forza Horizon 2, a lot of glitches start to creep their way into the game over time. And then, you know, you go and you talk to Microsoft, and they're like, sorry, but we're not supporting that game anymore, so basically deal with it. And that happens a lot with live services, and Forza Horizon is definitely subject to the same issues. So, who knows? Give it a couple years, and this game could be entirely unplayable. You never really know. I mean, it's not to say Horizon 2. Forza Horizon 1 is unplayable. I'll say that much, at least on an Xbox One. You kind of have to get an actual Xbox 360 to enjoy that game, because I've tried playing that game on Xbox One, and it constantly freezes, constantly crashes. And it doesn't just crash, it, like, really takes a toll on your Xbox. Like, it's basically, like, threatens a factory reset. Like, that's how bad of a crash it is. I was, like, terrified the first time that game crashed on my Xbox One. Because at first it was seriously like, no, your hard drive's been corrupted. I was like, are you kidding me? But I was able to actually salvage it in the end. And yeah, trying to play that game again is just not worth it. Not worth it at all. So I've never covered it on the channel. It's not that the game necessarily is inherently bad. I just can't do it on an Xbox One, because my hard drive is much more important than a playthrough of what is probably objectively the worst game in the entire series, just on the sheer lack of content. While still being a good game, don't get me wrong, but yeah, not worth a playthrough. Well, we're almost done here. Honestly, I cannot believe how much we've cruised through this championship. It's kind of funny to me, because I still think we're playing at a pretty... You know, I want to actually check that really quickly before I go any further, because I just want to get a good idea. Oh, yeah, that's right. Difficulty's locked in the middle of the race. How could I have forgotten that? That was silly of me. Check it as soon as the race is complete. because we're going to head on over to the festival site next and expand it. Finally getting out of here. Getting ourselves something new. All right. Easy, easy victory. Wow, we won that by 30. You know what? Honestly, we might have had the cushion from the start anyway. Who knows, actually. I swear it was like 60 to 44, but maybe not.
Just showing off.
So Ford versus Holden is complete. Are we going to get a... we do get a level up for a wheel spin. That's good. We're level 40 now. But I do want to see if... Oh, give me a set. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, well. Oh, freak. Oh, we're so close. We are so close. That's what I was thinking we were going to get. 50,000 more fans and we'll be there. Let's go see what happens when we expand the festival again. So, okay, let me first check the difficulty really quickly. Oh, there's the settings, right? That's right. It moved on the menu screen. Yeah, we're playing an expert. What? Really? Wow, that was ridiculously easy for expert. I don't know what the heck is going on there. Okay, we're going to head to the Yara Valley, and we are going to expand that festival site. Now, I don't think I'm going to be doing anything important on the way, so I'm just going to actually cut till when we get there, especially because this thing is going to meander all the way there. So I will see you all there in just a moment. And here we are. All right, let's see what we are in, well, what's in store for us. And also if we can get something nice in the vehicle department, maybe, please. We'll see. I should also mention that while I was on the way here, I got yet another barn find rumor, which I believe leaves us at 3 on the map to check out. So we're going to have to address that here pretty soon. And in fact, we're not too far away from a couple of them. So I might have to go check those out. But let's see. What do we got? What are you going to sell us? Okay. Nothing really all that great. We could get the Lancia, but I mean, that's really expensive. Who could get a Renault for the classic? I mean, this is all the classic rally set, obviously. That might be the best one, the Renault, but that's a lot of money to spend. I don't know if I want to. You know, I think I might just forego that one. That's all right. We're just going to let that one expire. Okay, so really quickly, I am going to check the auto show really quickly.
Looking for something to do? Our scouts have you covered.
Okay, a whole myriad of things. So I've actually gotten into my Nissan Skyline for a little bit here. There's so many different things we could do. We got some routes and stuff like that. I think we're going to spend the rest of this episode, however, going after some bonus stuff. So we got the 2 barn finds over here. There's another one over this way that I'm going to, and this is probably going to be the first one I check out, obviously it being the closest. And then I think I'll make my way down here to this PR stunt, which is probably a bucket list. So let's do that. Oh, sorry, I have to set that. Excuse me. Well, we'll go through where the barn find rumor is at. And is it going to take me to the same one? Yes, it is. Okay, I already knew about that. You don't need to talk about it. We'll head on over that way, and we'll have ourselves a look around and see what we got. So I actually put a little bit of credits into upgrading this thing, about 15,000, so not really any more than we got from that one wheel spin, which is fine. Wow, that was sad. Let's head over there and see what we got. And I think after we get this barn find done, we'll probably call this an episode and save the bucket list for the next one. Let's give the races a break just for a tiny little bit while we take care of some extra things now that the Yara Valley area has opened up to us a bit more. I think that's a good plan. All right, let's see what we got. So, this one, I actually don't... I should have looked up exactly where this one was at before I went into this area, but that's okay. I think, because this is one of the barn find rumors I never actually got in my playthrough, just because this one was released much later. So I actually don't... This one I'm basically finding for the first time myself. So I'm just going to be doing a little bit of searching around, and I will come back to you guys with the results here in a moment. Although I may as well show me getting this XP board. Heyo! Okay, I believe I have found it. I'm right here next to, right in Kiowa Valley, right where, you know, the title is, obviously. It's like directly between the K and the V here.
I knew we'd find it. We always do. Whoa, cool. It's a Volvo, but what a Volvo. Front engine, rear drive sports car. And if it's the one I think it is, it's famous. Come on, let's get it out of here.
What the heck? Somebody shot that thing up. Oh my gosh. Well, it's definitely been through a lot. All right. Well, I am going to set this one last time and head on over that way. But we are going to be calling this one an episode, guys. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this episode very, very much. Yeah, next time we're going to do a bucket list. We're going to do a couple of miscellaneous things. Probably not going to be jumping into any exhibition races just yet. I don't know. That remains to be seen. But gosh dang, I am so close to being able to get the Centenario. We just need 100,000 more credits. Got to keep an eye out for bounty cars and all that sort of stuff. But we are getting dangerously close, and it's really exciting. So thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.